Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go!
Third! The Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you're gonna get the Coffin skin. Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Happy Wednesday night to one and all here. AEW Dynamite. We are on, we're on the road to full gear. And I actually had to think about that because, we got a month till the pay-per-view. So, good to see everybody here today, and great to have everybody along for the ride here today as we're going to be checking things out. We got a very interesting episode tonight. Some stuff you're going to love, some stuff you're going to hate, some stuff that's all over the place. I think the biggest one, as we're going along here, probably we're going to be looking at the ladder war between Chris Jericho and Mark Briscoe. The one thing about Jericho is he always finds a way to find so many smoke and mirrors going on with what's going along with the videos. So we're going along with the show. And being in a ladder match like this with no disqualifications, no anything that has to be done, I got a feeling that there are going to be plenty of shenanigans. I think that's pretty much obvious when it comes to Jericho. But, yeah, does Briscoe keep the title? I would hope so in this case, just because we are looking at going with the future. Hey, Jay Quick, how you doing? Hope everything's going well for you, my friend. Hope this is a very good week for you, sir. Hope work's not treating you too poorly. Only 4 matches announced tonight so far, but we're going to get a lot more action. I watched RJ City. Yeah, we get to find out who attacked Taz. That's one part for tonight. Also, something that I just need to check Site here, guys. Sorry about that. Just let me just YouTube's running a little slow. Viewers are getting buffering. Oh. That's not good. All right, well, we'll work is good at least. I have no night shifts this week, so at least the money's... That's what matters the most, right? That the money's consistent. And that, honestly, that's probably the biggest thing going on right now. Make sure the money is consistent and, life's going good that way. So that's the important part. Your quality of life as well as your work status here. Sorry about that, chat. Just like I said, I'm looking over this YouTube and they say they're getting stuttering here, so... But yeah, like I said, I'm glad that work's going well for you and things are going as splendiferously as they can at this point. Oh, there we go. We should be somewhat on track here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. That's a lot better. But yeah. Okay, let's get back on track here because this is going to be a fun night just to check things out here. Jay Quick, let's hear your theories on the Taz thing. It's either going to be Hobbs or Hook that did it. I could see Hook doing it just for saying that, he needs to smarten up to everybody to the fact that he's his own man and put his old man out to pasture. Hobbs, I don't think it's much of a likeliness just because I do think it's probably... Yeah, Hook tired of his dad's shot. Yeah, that makes sense. Hobbs, I don't think it'll be because I think he's... I seriously think Hurt Syndicate is where he's going to end up here. Whether that gets announced tonight, whether it goes next week when Benjamin takes on Swerve Strickland, that could be happening there as well. Yeah, just trying to piece together exactly who it's going to be. I'm looking forward to it. One thing I did find out secretly was Nigel.
Uh-oh.
I don't think Nigel wants to put up with Hook there in that situation. RJ City, during the little thing that they do with Renee, did say that there's stuff going on in the parking lot right now, so there is a possibility that there might be some shenanigans out there, so we might be starting right on the parking lot with a fight, and maybe that's where we get our 5th match tonight, or our early announced 5th match, because realistically there's 5 matches booked, but 4 are announced. They also said the House of Black is going to be in action, which means they're just going to have a match. It doesn't know. Might be just a local fair or whatnot. When we're dealing with... we also got Private Party and Daniel Garcia taking on the Bucks. And Jack Perry, no Okada for this one. That should be... stuff in the parking lot. What are they, NXT? I'll give you that. But here's the thing. You know what? If... oh, by the way, just for the record, I've been going through my sound deck, and I updated a few that aren't wrestling related. They're more sports related, so I got rid of a few and added a few. So be ready to hear some interesting things coming up here. But yeah, just... we got that going on. We got Queen Aminata taking on Camille, as Camille is looking to set up her match against Chris Statlander coming up next week. Next week's going to be a huge show for Halloween. It's their Halloween show, so we'll see how that goes. It's the first real night of NBA action. I actually got them all. I got 2 different TVs going on here for this tonight. As we fire up Dynamite right now. Starting with the Mox promo again. It's going to be weird. Like, they're trying to set up a brand new show, but Mox isn't involved in all of it. And then we got Orange Cassidy here, who just refuses to take any initiative on this. Yeah, we're gonna get this 3-way faction coming up here, and Kenny's gonna be coming back as a hero, I think. It just makes too much sense to do it that way. So Moxley's basically just trying to compare everybody to moths here. They ask who could defeat Mox. I think a cleaner. So who are they destroying now? I'd like to know where the cop is so they can give him the tickets for riding in the back of the truck. Everybody in the parking lot. Everybody in the parking lot waiting. Well, they said they were working on the parking lot stuff. They might have to start a... Maybe they don't even do it in the parking lot. Maybe they move... Maybe they park on the other side and walk their way around. Oh, they're doing the trios match as the main event. So I'm guessing then we're probably going to get the Ladder War as our opener? Or do we get it as our... maybe our second match? I love how they're telling stories here right now. I don't know. A lot of people are cheering for him there. Oh, no Nigel tonight. We got Daddy Magic. But he's actually coming through the heel tunnel, so I can finally respect him for that. And the fact that they're probably setting up Hangman versus Jay White for Full Gear, because I could see definitely a rematch coming up. Because Tony better be careful. Last time Hangman was in the ring with Tony, Hangman attempted to attack Tony. I'd be getting out if I was him too. Very shouty promo. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that finishes that question. Hangman's got a bad knee still, so he can't get away. These fans don't know who they're supposed to be cheering for or not. All you hear is cowboy stuff. Once again, everybody, thank you for stopping by here today. I truly do appreciate it. Oh, here comes old Switchblade to fix this problem. Well, that didn't last long. We getting a strap match coming up? I love this. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe this is how they get to a regular match. Two words for you. Guns up. Yeah. Swerve's house seat on a pole match. They're doing Guevara and Benjamin off the bat? Okay. So I guess Jericho and Briscoe will be top of the hour. Oh, this is the same promo they put out on Saturday. Got this job got things better and worse for him, so. By the way, good to see you, Zodiac. Sorry, when I'm using this new program to read both chats, everybody comes up as purple. So I gotta make sure I keep my eyes focused. Good to see you here. The dick dragon is purple, so I like it. I was trying to think it's like better, but I'll give you that for the moment. The new soundboard's up, so I'm getting indecisive about what sounds to play. Because I got some new ones, But how's everybody's week going? Like, we're just piling in here at the start of the show. Time for the gold. Well, I don't know if he's really the gold standard, because, that was when he had gold hair. Sammy's about to get the business, yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble!
That's what we need for the first match of the night. Let's get going. Okay, the bald standard. I'll give you that. Like I said, I've been playing with my soundboard today. Week's been super busy, positive busy. Yeah, I do hope that interview went well for you, Zodiac. I know you mentioned it on the Discord earlier this week. That the interview went well, but weird. So glad Benjamin's getting another shot on TV, but the poor guy is so good. Yeah, Adam, I'll agree with you. By the way, welcome. Good to see you here. All I can say is this guy is 3 years older than me. 3 years older than me. And he looks the way that he does. Interview wasn't weird. The other ones were. Oh, sorry. My apologies. I just think it's going to go well regardless. Just good things are coming to good people these days. A lot of positive things over the last few days. I don't normally gamble, but I did. But I'm up $700 in the last 2 days, just waiting for it to come in. Damn it, where are you? There we go. We got, ain't no stopping him, no! We got, remember the game finishes Batman on stream today, which is also, a great winner. Managed to pop in for the last little bit of that. Interviews going well, and I think everybody's just having a great... It's that time where everybody's very... Oh, God. I hope Keith Lee's taking notes right now. I need to do this flip. I need to do this flip. I need to do this flip. Plotting my fantasy team to boost some jobbers' ass this weekend. Ha! That damn game, yeah. Like, those old games, sometimes they can be great. Sometimes they can just be painful. See, and I was getting the same thing with... Not saying I can't beat it, just the fact that it was so long. Dealing with Tears of the Kingdom and that, it just, those last few weeks just felt like... And I later found out it was overkill what I was doing. I'm sure Swerve is watching. Absolutely. Next week, if you guys want to book some must-see TV, next week is must-see TV. We got Swerve and Benjamin, Camille and Chris Statlander. Those are the two official matches right now so far. From your hometown of Cleveland, or as I call it, the enemy tonight. I'm a Raptors fan for about the first 5 games until I realize how bad they really are. Then my NBA fandom sort of disappears. All right, I'm going to throw this out in the chat because more people have popped in now. Who do you think attacked Taz? I know Jay Quick's already brought up his 2 ideas. I want to see what everybody else has got for an idea here as we're going along. You're a Bulls fan? We're in basketball purgatory? Fun fact. I am not... Oh, God. Ow. As we hit our first picture break here. Since I'm watching online, I get to actually see the whole thing. I'm glad. Full size. I actually... my grad photos I'm not allowed to have because they're actually DMCA'd in a way. Not because of anything else. The fact I'm wearing a Bulls hat is the fact that they would not print any of my photos. So I don't have any grad photos. There's a story for you. So Adam's thinking maybe Kurt Angle. Shout out to Kurt Angle, by the way. Showing up here for Top Talent Pro Wrestling last Friday. Almost 1,000 people showed up for an indie show here in Edmonton to come watch Kurt Angle literally sign an autograph and deliver a clothesline. Because that's all he did during the show. It's true, it's true. Sorry, that was bugging me there. So we're going to hear from Adam Cole. Oh, okay, so we're getting some backstage segments set up here, too. Oh, now TSN decided to go picture-in-picture. Honestly, I don't know if the TV deal is up with TSN at the new year when Sportsnet loses theirs with WWE, but I sure as hell hope so. I know it'll suck a little bit more having to watch it on a monitor, depending on it, but wanted to go to that Angle show. How was it? I heard it was amazing. I had to work that night. But if you want to check out, well, your guest from last week's show here, Andre C., he actually just put a video up with him and Melball discussing the Top Talent Pro Wrestling show on their channel. Andre and Melball's Wrestling Talk went up yesterday. It'll be up on the Backbreaker video channel here coming up next Thursday. I like to give them a week on their channel just so they get some traction, and then basically we're just for the other guys, we're a hub where all the videos come to after they're done their first runs. So we're like a discount theater for you, all on YouTube. And folks, if you haven't done it yet, I need you to do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. We are at 799 subs right now. It doesn't cost you a thing, but getting one more sub will get us to 800, and one of the minor goals I had this year. Sean Ross set the January 1st AEW start. Yeah, that's great. I heard it's going to be it's not going to be a first day kind of thing. Because I was listening Maguire Wrestling and Meltzer on, and he was saying the same thing. They're going to start uploading the video. It's not going to be all at once. They're gradually going to get on there, but eventually all the retro Dynamite Collision. Yeah, it'll be a gradual rollout. I wonder what they're going to do for Canada. I really do. Shelton taking his time here. You notice Shelton in this matchup here. One thing he's been doing is just literally going through a very methodical pace compared to what he used to in WWE when he was there, and even in OVW, he used to be a lot faster. You could ask the complaint department. And even now, you look at Benjamin, they're working on trying to get this, Guevara's working on getting this match sped up, but I'd be careful with all these crescent kicks, because Benjamin's got one that you're not going to forget too soon here. Maybe this is the style he feels more naturally using. He's also 49. And if this is the style that he enjoys more, I don't mind it at all. Nice little Fosbury flop there. I love how MVP is so calm when he's managing. He's just been, you're an idiot. You know what to do. Do it. Uh-oh. German land on the feet. I like that. Pop-up cutter. Wow. Be nice to have the entire library in one place for Americans. Absolutely. I hope we get into Canada too. AEW does need some slower, more methodical wrestlers. I love me some flips, but the contrast to it is so important. Absolutely. I think when it comes to AEW, for so many years, it's been directly one direction, one type of style. The more they turn into a bit of a variety show without emphasizing the old timers, I think it's going to be great for. Oh God, Well, let's just have a replay of what Michaels did to him years ago. MVP wants a statement now. That thrust kick is super amazing. Shelton, you need to pick up the pace or MVP calls Big Bob. Running boot. And that T-bone right there, that's it. So he's using the T-bone as a finisher, which I don't mind. That's what his main finisher was in, at least during the time of terror with his time on Raw, the time of terror when Triple H was in the champion forever. Somebody catch Sammy's head. Ugh. I'm just so happy we're getting this match next week with Swerve and Sheldon. Like, I remember meeting Shelton, such a nice, humble guy. He ain't gonna put up with any crap, but he's also not. He's not that horrible guy that people think of these days. In some of the typical wrestlers. Whoa. All right, well. And they only could get Christopher Daniels to break that up? No security? So yeah, if you're not familiar, the November 2nd Collision is when they're going to have that title match. That it's the same night as Crown Jewel, but Crown Jewel's an afternoon show, so it shouldn't affect us at all. But you got to admit, AEW has really stepped up on these videos just to show more background about what's going on here with when it comes to different storylines and the fact that they pretty much got an international library available to them. This is where all the chemistry with Tony Khan, dealing with all these outside promotions, this is where it's starting to pay off right here. Plus, they're booking ahead of time. All right, well, Fletcher and Callis come out. Here's the thing, Jay Quicken. I totally understand why Tony couldn't book that far ahead and couldn't announce that far ahead. When you have a pay-per-view or a major show every 2 weeks for 3 months, you can't announce something to happen after. You can't announce a match that's going to be affected by that pay-per-view until after that pay-per-view's done. So whether it be All In, whether it be All Out, whether it be Grand Slam, whether it be Wrestle Dream, Fright Night, I don't know if they're worried about it that much in that sense. It's something to counter Halloween Havoc, I'm guessing, coming up this Sunday for NXT. Just a mere name difference, but why is Shivani beaten up every single segment? Wonder if we get Fletcher versus Ospreay full again. I'm assuming that's the case. It only makes sense. The fans in New Jersey need something to aspire to enjoy right now, so the only thing they got is the Devils. This crowd's actually trying to listen, and that's not good for the aesthetics. Why, Kyle, why? All these guys messing with Shivani, you better watch or you'll call Paul White. I don't remember if White... Oh, that's right. Henry's the one on the left, not Paul White. No, they said you and Davis were the future. Yeah, this is pretty standard. Paul White is on the kayfabe board of directors on our... Oh, that's right. Oh, the next Will Ospreay of all things. That's shameful. Well, they are... Are they not in Utah tonight? So I got to be careful about that statement. It might be true. It'd be making a great case, but if it's not... Wait, next big thing, you're not Omega? Killer Instinct. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my God. I love this crowd. I love that chant. That chant is one that we haven't... That's a chant I haven't heard in a while. Wrap it up. Granted, my comeback would be, I wish your parents would have done the same thing. That's a heel comment for you. Okay. Actually, Kyle, can you revoke the TV time? I doubt it. Okay. Madison with it? Okay. Oh, we're going with the selfish thing. All right, I see that. Now we've graduated to the normal chance. Good old Why? Really? This crowd is not hanging around with this promo right now. Wait. He's shaving his head in the ring. Really? Did he get Sky's permission to do this? All right. This promo's a popcorn fart. He's shaving his head. That's a heel move, Mike. I'm sorry you had to watch that as a ball.
I hate you. I hate your guts.
Just throwing that out there, Zodiac. Just nothing personal. Ball jokes. All right. How do you like these commercials, by the way? They're getting a little more convincing here. That's going to be fun in Philly, I'll say that. So we got 8 shows to line ourselves up to get to Full Gear. Those 8 are what are the roads to Full Gear altogether? Hey, I'm enjoying my longer soft lish after 21 years of... Oh, I know what. You know what? After losing all that hair, Zodiac, I know you're growing it out, but I know what's going to happen now.
Never! 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 Ever!
Be bald again. I love the new soundboard. Got the new sounds going. Well, I thought, you know what? Let's throw that out there right now while we're on a roll right now and we're on a commercial break. And if you guys weren't here on Saturday, I promised you guys that I would do another test today compared to what we did on Saturday. Saturday, I tried out Prime Energy, the actual caffeinated stuff up here in Canada. So it's probably a little bit more diluted compared to what you guys get in the States. Last Saturday, it was strawberry watermelon, and it tastes like somebody stuck a carbon tube in it. So this one here, it's the tropical punch one. So let's have a swig and see how this goes. Better than the Rock. Well, that's a very, very low standard. I will say it's not as bad as the strawberry watermelon one. That one just tastes like pure carbon. You can actually taste the flavor in it, but it's still got that. You get that can taste after something's been sitting on the shelf and growing mold for a month. Not that I ever recommend you ever eating anything that's been, growing mold for a month, but I digress. But it's just that taste in your mouth. I'm going to finish it to see what it's like all together. Oh, the Zoa? We'll have to see. Maybe I'll do that as a... Once again, remember how we had the sub goal we can never get to? Maybe we'll have to see if we can get there and set that up again. Maybe do that. McDonald's French fries don't grow mold. Actually, no, better yet.
Uh-oh.
That's better. This is awesome. If you guys haven't had a chance to see it, I know Jay Quick, you were talking all about it. The Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling show. Do yourself a favor, get it. I'm going to see if I can get some time to watch the next couple days. This moment went viral, and this moment had a lot of fun. Yeah, from what I heard, it was an absolutely great show. Even with Bully Ray on each night. Very nice suit he has on, too, right? Ricochet MVP. Let's I love the fact that he's given the card to so many different wrestlers. Because you never really know who's going to get it, right? Whoever's going to take it and run with it. So I guess everybody dies. Oh, Don just never left the commentary table. I thought, Oh, this tag team is fun. If you guys didn't get a chance to see them on Saturday, the way these two work together. Is this supposed to be like the knockout version of the Viking Raiders they're taking on? Young Bucks run? I don't think they'll go that way. Don Callis won't take on a heel team. You really want to do something like that? You're really dumb. Spine on the pot. Oh, God. Nope. A boot German. Okay. Yeah, no. This will not last long. Nope. Callis already up on the apron as soon as that hits. Because they all know that's, yeah. I want to see who their first real opponents are going to be. I want to see who they actually set up with these two. Watch it be Lance Archer, the guy that attacked Taz. As we go directly into a commercial here. Once again, everybody, thank you. Look, while we got a second here, thank you for being here. Always appreciate you. Whether we're doing this on Twitch, on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Once again, we are at the magical $7.99. We're on our way to 800. We should hopefully we'll be there soon enough that we can maybe set a goal for 900 for the end of the month, or the end of the year. Sorry. If you're over here on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button if you haven't already. Please just don't be Jericho attacking. No, that story died. I don't think you're gonna. That story's dead and gone. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about that anymore. I'm more worried about who wins this ladder war. If Jericho wins this ladder war, the instant speculation is there's an ROH show coming. And could it be that Fox gets ROH Shockwave? Could you imagine that Fox said they wanted their own promotion and Tony Khan said, here, you can have this one? To me, that would be absolutely perfect. That would be the perfect situation right now. Rampage, well, I'm sorry, but you were there to bring CM Punk in and your usefulness is not there anymore. With its new host, Samantha. Yeah, you know what? I guess I get into it right now. First of all, best wishes to Samantha Irvin. Contrary to any rumors that have come around, she had given her notice a while ago. Just WWE didn't acknowledge anything like they typically don't now. Whether it be a release or either a release or a quitting. They don't recognize them anymore like they used to. The story going out is the fact she wants to spend more time with her family and focus on her music career. All the power to her. If she wants to do guest spot announcing anywhere, she was just in Las Vegas doing the national anthem for the Raiders game last week. So, you know what? Get out there, make your bank the way you want to, and no heat on anybody there. Like, I give Lily Garcia a free pass last week on Monday. First match that she announces, she gets a huge botch in there. A number one containers tournament. I don't care. You know what? It's the first night. And being a former ring announcer, it's hard to pop in there that all of a sudden you don't know what's actually going on with the matches. So if somebody isn't coming out with them, you just have to go with what you're told. And if what you're told isn't right, well, you just got to live with it. Very interesting scene here. I just want WWE to know that you're available. I will give you that. I called the top of the hour. Chucky T, good to see him. I could almost see this being an homage match to Mark. What is with the yellow suit? Seriously. Damn. I love the DC Comics part going on here. Shout out to Menard letting everybody know that forgive me, I just had to fix something here. Mark Briscoe has invented this match. Yeah, like Orange Cassidy's around. He's just not going to be dealing with that, right? Like, a lot of people forget, and I'm sure Jericho will remind you every chance he can, that Jericho invented the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, by the way, congratulations to Jericho with the tights in support of Zodiac here. I forgot to put this out earlier.
What the hell was that?
The frick? The Briscoes versus Steen Jericho in Ladder War. I really wish they could hype this up and they would have had time to show clips on a lot of these, but who knows if you really want to show two of the top stars on the other brand or the other company for that matter. Hey guys, I'm like, hey. And I believe when it comes to that statement, Zodiac,
I hate you. I hate your guts.
hello to you two. Hi. Hey. Nice chop. You can tell that's the beat up ladder because the one side's completely broken. Jericho, he's got to find some way to get this back in his gear here and almost maybe take it to the ring and break it down into like a somewhat of a wrestling match. Sorry, I got stuff going all over the place here. Like things are popping up all over the place. My apologies if I seem distracted for a moment. I'm not used to, tons of notifications all over the place here. All right, that was inventive. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that, chat, once again. I can see why a lot of people wish this match would have been a part of like a final battle. Okay, that sucked. But you could tell where it was pre-cut. I hate to be that guy, but... because those two tabs are exactly ripped at the right position. Jericho's like, nope, I'm just going to go get in the ring and deal with this right now. So, I'm sorry, I do a lot of ladders at work, so I don't want to call myself an aficionado, but have you noticed something very different here between AEW and WWE when it comes to the ladders? There's a nice little spot here that I didn't realize. AEW, for the majority of it, is using aluminum ladders for their ladders instead, while WWE uses all fiberglass. Don't show him blading, you idiot. As we go to commercial break here. So, using an aluminum ladder in a kind of match like this is a double-edged sword. A, it's a lot safer for the guys because those aluminum ladders, honestly, yes, they'll hurt just for the fact there's contact, but they're not as heavy as dealing with those fiberglass ones in terms of getting beaten up with them. So it will help you out quite a bit. But on the other side, relatively comparatively, whichever way you want to put it, they're a lot easier to break, so you got to be extra careful while you're using them too. So we still got 3 more matches to go after this yet. We got the House of Black in action. We got Queen Aminata and Camille. And we also have our main event here, the Trios match. I really do hope they give Aminata some time here tonight. I know Camille's supposed to be the ultimate badass, but I want Aminata to be able to show up and say that, you know, she belongs with these guys. Or ladies, sorry. She's shown it so far, especially after Monet last week. But then we got that trios match, and I just got a feeling that's when Moxley Atal will show up. Could we get an appearance of a cleaner here? But I don't think so. I think this is more a tonight where I honestly feel if this is the main event the way they plan it, they're going to have Moxley and gang come out, wipe out both teams to the point where essentially you're starting 3 factions. Where you have Team Elite, you have Team AEW, you have Team Moxley. Then the cleaner's just there to break up all 3 and fix it all up. But hopefully that main event isn't there just because the Bucks are there in the main event. But it's also a point where really the Bucks can't lose. Perry sure as hell shouldn't be losing. But really, Private Party and Garcia shouldn't be losing either based on what's going on. So it could go 6 ways from sideways either way here. But one thing you can say for sure, after this is where we get like 7 or 8 vignettes. DVD into that shit, into that ladder. Okay, that one was more legit. So yeah, all their smaller ladders are aluminum here. That makes a lot of sense. Oh god, is he gonna try a froggy bow onto the ladder? Like, seriously.
You idiot!
I should be using this quite a bit, but... What the hell is Jericho doing? He's climbing the ladder. Is he going to try to do a superplex off the ladder while it's folded? Oh, no! Oh, set up the position. And Jericho... Oh. Jericho just looking to soak up the contact so he doesn't have to worry about it. The hell are you doing, Briscoe? So Saturday's going to be a live collision, so that should be a lot of fun. Oh! Bed check! Oh, Mark touched the title. This is not good. Oh no. No. I think Briscoe was supposed to land on his feet and then throw the ladder the way that he did. Jericho had to look a little confused there. Either way, it worked. Oh yeah, I'm just... We haven't seen a lot of this lately, so I gotta remember I have that button there for that. Wonder how much time this is actually going to get here. That'll hurt. That'll hurt. I would not go for it right now if I was him. People may be sick of Jericho, but you can't say he isn't trying to... Oh no, all the effort in the world. Like, I have to say, and I'll be the first to admit it, I was one of those that said, please retire. this feud with Mark Briscoe has, I don't want to say killed those comments, but at least he took a bite out of them. Because you still have to see what he's going to do with a regular match. Once again, you put him in a car crash match like this, he actually does pretty decent. Full Gear was his one good match that he's had that isn't a car crash in a very long while. Attaboy, Rocky. Now, does Rocky end up costing... Oh, never mind. No. He's going to miss. He hit him! See, I know people shit on the fact that referees hold the bottom of the ladder sometimes. That should have been a spot where Aubrey was holding the ladder. Here comes Bill. Bill's got to come and steal this title for him. Everybody's looking to the right. Because I think everybody's thinking the same thing I am. Oh, no, he came from the left. Oh, crap. Well, there goes two tables. I'd like to see Big Bill and Lance Archer go for a choke-off. I wouldn't want to be the victims for it, but... Oh, no.
What the hell is that?
Oh my God. Not even letting him celebrate. Could this be a way to get the belt from Briscoe over to Ishii? Hear me out, folks. Hear me out. There is something about this that makes sense. Just a tiny bit of sense, but makes sense. There might be a possibility they do not want any champions as part of the C2 except for the one. The defending Continental Classic champion. Wait, they'll let Ishii win? Maybe. No, but I don't think Jericho's a part of it, but that's why Briscoe can lose this. So he can take part in the C2 coming up. They have confirmed that it is the Wednesday after Full Gear that the C2 starts. But if you don't have any champion, the only champion you should have in there is the champion that holds the Continental title, right? This is going to be such a fun match next week. They're hyping it up better than Big Show and Kane. That's going to be a lot of fun. Watch Almanada get the upset victory here. It's all up. Well, sorry, let me fix it this way.
You know it's all about the power!
That's my new home run song, by the way. Once we get MLB The Show back up. So Adam Cole actually went on SI this week and talked about a lot of things that happened. He did mention that officially him and Britt are not a couple, which let's just throw that under O for obvious. And then as well, he talked about how to fix his ankle, they actually have the bones of a dead guy in his ankle to fix things up. So somebody sacrificed their life so that Cole could continue working. For me, that deserves extra kudos to somebody. Damn grave robber. I can't. I'm almost scared to hear what MJF's going to say. I've seen his responses on X about what's going on. Damn grave. I know that's an MJF thing. Oh no. Oh, I thought he was going to talk about relevancy. Always has to be surreal and humbling knowing you're healed because someone met a terrible fate. It all depends as well about what you could, like, watch the Undisputed Kingdom got paid off by MJF. Oh, God. Yeah, I know I have my own organ donor card signed already, so if they can take anything out of me that makes it useful, feel free. This is way too obvious for Roddy to turn on Cole. You notice... Oh, same. It's all banged up, but it's still there for anyone. Yeah. Where's Kyle? That doesn't look like his girlfriend. I thought they broke up. Oh, that's Alicia. Never mind. He's filming another movie right now, so this is absolutely perfect the way they're booking this. Match number 3 is going to be Cole versus Strong. And Kyle's like, the hell? They're still going to try and go through that little discussion there? Okay. So we're going to get 3 weeks of both those guys having matches. Maybe they could have tags and sort of cut it down that way to make it easier. No, it's weird how they're trying to weave through this. I did like how on Cole's return, they sort of broke down the Man in the Mask gimmick here and try to fix the devil program real quick. But yeah, it's just any chance Fish comes back? 0. I think there's a negative chance he comes back. Fish rubs so many people the wrong way, not only by his stance in the ring, but also his not only his actions in the ring, but his stance out of the ring. I think there's less than a 0 chance that Fish comes back. And that too, Jay Quick. With all due respect, Jay Quick, when it comes to MLW, I think of MLW like WWE thinks of CMLL. If somebody wants to get out of MLW, they'll let them out real quick because they don't have really a choice. For the amount of money that TK or PL can throw out, MLW can't compete with that. So I don't even think they should bother trying at this point. But yeah, like, it's going to be interesting to see. Like, Full Gear, we got 4 weeks. So that means we got to have 3 matches in 4 weeks. It's doable. It's also the fact you can breathe on it a little bit, break it up a little bit, and give it some time to set up. I almost feel that the third match is going to be between each other, and then Max is going to come out to interfere because, well, frankly, nothing. Most of the stuff, what Max says.
You told some of the biggest lies that I've ever heard of in my whole life.
Yeah, that's pretty well MJF to a T right there. Thank you, Randy, once again for spitting the truth. Yeah, I feel it's probably going to end up being a triple threat between Roddy, Cole, and MJF. Oh, hi, AI. That's not even AI Macho Man. That's my new soundboard. Because we got that one. We got... Well, if we get a real zinger come in here, There's a challenge for you. Do you deserve this one? The other time you'll hear it is if you sub on YouTube, which, once again, if you are watching on YouTube, please hit the sub button, and it'll help us get closer to that 1,000 goal that we have, as we're at $7.99 right now. So Penelope hasn't had a match since she came back yet, which might be the best thing about this. Because Penelope's wrestling was average at best before. "20 drunk men." I'd like to know where these 20 drunk men are. Of course. Folks, we're getting our 2 weeks in advance booking again. Penelope. House of Black, I'm sorry, but hey, Renee, where's your mana? I don't want to ask her because, yeah, that's going to be rough. Yeah, these three gentlemen in the ring are pretty much dead meat right now. Oh, thank you for the hydrate once again, Jaylee. Good to see you. So tonight we are actually trying out the Prime Energy. It hasn't tasted good so far. How you doing, Jaylee? And once again, thank you for having me on your stream last night. For those that didn't know, I was with Jaylee. Let me get this hydrated. Sorry. Well, that's the second swig. Doesn't taste any better than the first one. My tongue literally is starting to feel numb right now. Temporarily, it's like bleh. Bleh. But yeah, for those that those that aren't familiar, I was on Jaylee Bean's stream last night, play a little Fortnite. We were actually doing not bad. I really need to get that. Comfortably numb. Oh, all right. Comfortably numb. You earn this. You earned that one for that one. Good old Mike Menard there with the light of the night. Oh, he just pissed his pants. Nah, it's okay. It's better than the strawberry watermelon we had on. All right, well, you're dead.
Uh-oh.
That's what both of these guys are saying. See, Honestly, the House of Black should be here next week because they seem to sort of fit in perfect with the motif. Why? Like, oh God. I'm sorry, but somebody's dying here quick. Hey, BC, why don't you come jump on these guys? Oh, this is going to be rough. Three heads of service that called. Oh, God. Matthews did get the timing on this curve stop, but I don't think it mattered. That was... Let's get the spatulas out, because these three guys... Oh, God. Here we go. All right, Mr. Rhea, let's go.
You know it's all about the
Let's just say that's a bit of a win. All right, well, you want to get those 3 wins. That's first one. Swerve and Shell. All right, so they're going to highlight the... Are we going to get another promo package here tonight? Oh, they're just going to highlight the matches coming up. All right. This card is going to be pretty decent going forward. And the fact that they get time for all these matches to breathe, right? Oh. No intimidation. Oh. Adam Cole's fragile? I figured that'd only be his spirit would be fragile. I love Camille's gear. Camille looking straight gladiator right here. Like basically looking at Camille, you know, simply put, she is someone you do not want to mess with. You know what this reminds me of? Seriously, and I don't mean to discredit any caliber wrestling here. Camille and Mercedes reminds me of Andre the Giant and Ted DiBiase. Way back in the WrestleMania 3 days. Camille can hurt you. You be okay with that? And I'll give you those. And I'll even give you one of those for that. Because I will not argue with on that point. Although her husband might have said to say have an issue with that, but granted, he works in the NWA, so nothing else really is true, but all right, Queen Abadada, let's see if you... What was the way that I heard it described? That's why they make chairs in the corners of bedrooms. Actually, no. You know, you're... I'll give you a next level on that one, all right? I think the best way to explain is somebody was saying, you know, hopefully Aminata can be treated like Camille had to slay the Hydra. Oh, I love the moving camera that just simply, you know, missed the 3/4 of the botch there. Because Aminata missed that head scissors. Wow. The hell is wrong with Aminata tonight? Like, is that Camille or is that... I'd like to know if that's Camille or if that's Aminata. It very well could be either way, right, on that one, because that little stretch there just looked polite. The polite way of putting it is it looked god-awful. Sorry, when your favorite streamer is asking for a program, you... asking for a multi-stream program. So I'm assuming next we get the Hook thing. Well, I think that's all we got left. Hook in the main event. Because, yeah, if we look at it, like, in terms of lining up stuff, it could be that Hook's talking about himself, because I don't know if we really want to put two back-to-back amazing points there put together, right? Like, if you want to make it some star-studded finish there to that. As we're getting our Tim Hortons commercials here going on. And like I said, this match here is just... It's just not it tonight. Normally, I'm all over the women's matches. I like to see the women get the spotlight as much as they can, but it just... Every once in a while, they'll come up with a clunker. Drama curve, yes, that's it. Yep, that's what we're... But AEW doesn't worry on the drama curve. They just go for 5 stars every match, isn't it? If Meltzer gives minimum 4 for every match, he considers it a good show. Otherwise, it's not. Speaking of which, make sure you stick around tonight. I think I actually screwed up on the graphic. It's either JC Jane or Cora Jade that asked for a rematch against Nikita Lyons, and we're going to have that match tonight. We might have a run-in on it, so we might not be able to see it, but at least we're going to have that match tonight. They had to book a match of this quality here so they could get a good booking. I'll give you that. That looked like something. Been playing quite a bit myself lately. It's addicting. I'm also doing horribly. You play which mode are you playing? Universe Showcase. Oh, you've been playing My GM yourself? It's been weird how the one thing you can do, and the one thing I refuse to do because I'd rather see it legit, you can actually interject yourself in the matches to increase the stars on it, right? Sonya Deville and SmackDown have been ruining it. The biggest thing I'll say is classes matter. That is a very tight Dragon Sleeper there. DiBiase Raw, hey, that's a good choice. The biggest difference with SmackDown is you just get a morale one, right? Think popularity matters more? Yeah. Oh, it definitely does take a major factor. But if that was true, then my Dragunov Zayn matches should do way better than they do. All right, we're done. This match is done.
What the hell was that?
Shock treatment, that's what you need to do. That looked awful. I think there's a hidden tier when it comes to the stars. My biggest stars are KO and Nakamura. Hey! Anytime you can have KO on top of your card, I call that a win. If I'm looking at Camille, I'm going backstage and I'm like, next week it better be a better match than that. I also had some creative characters to drop. Hey, that's cool. All right, please make this worthwhile. Will the face of Camille she knows she had a bad match? Yeah. I like that bat top. Well, I'm a little scared of that bat top. Yeah, it looks like Statlander was doing the same thing. All right, next week, well, I think next week's going to be a lot better. But this is honestly Camille's first real test on Dynamite, and the match looked like shit. That's not Mox. That's the Bucks. That's the Bucks. Oh, even worse. Camille doing her best Omos impression. Kip Sabian World Champion. That sounds good to me.
You idiot!
Oh, and this fight's coming out to the ring. That's always great. They have to be going long tonight, or the main event just doesn't happen. Kip Sabian attacked Taz. Kip Sabian. Kip Sabian. Because Kip Sabian tried to get Christian's favor. What if it's Mama Wayne? Or else was it Christian? So we're going to get a Nick Wayne versus a Hook? Interesting way of doing it. Well, it looks like we're getting a fight here sooner or later. And Christian had the matter of sense to kick that right to his face. So does Hook make a call? I don't think so. It's not what you think. Well, okay, what's going on with Sabian? No, I really liked him back in the day, so I want him to do... So, Sabian's basically playing up the I don't have a dad, I need a dad gimmick with him. So that's probably where this is going in the most generic sense of the word here. So he'll do anything to have Christian as his father. Talking about having daddy issues. But we'll have to see. If this leads to Christian versus Hook at Full Gear, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. If it leads to Copeland coming back at Full Gear, which, let's face it, does he replace Lucha Killswitch? Probably. They need somebody to replace him because right now he's not even... I haven't even heard if he's been taken off oxygen bag yet. Because I know that with double pneumonia, he's been on an oxygen tank for... Hell, he was on there for weeks. So Luchasaurus might be a while before he gets back. But as per tradition, right before our main event here, I go through what... He's going to be on the men for... It could be a Kenny Omega kind of thing. Maybe Hooker Taz calls Simone. I'd have to see when the filming's done, Jay Quick. Very good possibility that could be the case. But at the same time, we got to see where this film schedule's going, because that's why he got written off TV. If he comes back in Full Gear, the pop of that place will be nuts. But, coming up here on the stream, after we're done here, we're going to take about a 5-minute break or so, hook up WWE 2K24, and get into Week 7 of our GM mode. Tomorrow, I'll be back about 11 o'clock, maybe a little earlier if I can, closer to 10, with Echoes of Wisdom, the newest Zelda game. We're just over halfway done. We're just under halfway done. We're about half done. So we are going to be taking out some hot rocks tomorrow. So make sure you stop by. And then Saturday we'll be here with AEW Collision and Week 8 of WWE 2K24. And then Monday, I don't know how we fixed it. We got a running game going. The Snuffalo Thrills are back to 500. And we are about ready to go on a tear with 7 games to go. We have hit the halfway point of our season. We are 1 game out of a playoff spot, and we need to do some work. So we are definitely going to do that as we get back into Monster Football League. See if we can get our season right on track here, set up for the big days of November. And then, once again, we'll be back here on Wednesday with another edition of AEW Dynamite. So, to find out exactly when we're going down here, those on Twitch, hit the follow button. Let you know anytime I go online. If you want to catch any of the VODs, make sure you check out our YouTube channels, both for wrestling and for gaming. If you're watching on YouTube right now, please hit that subscribe button. It tremendously helps us here, and I'd love to see us get to 800 here. So... But I timed that perfectly with the commercial break. If he shows up at Full Year, Christian will crap himself. Probably. He'll do it anyway. What do you think about Private Party's new music now and the lack of security holding people in and a little more of a serious gimmick to them? As much as 2 guys dancing, the club music makes you feel serious at this point. Sorry, I just saw Shivani. That's hilarious. Does this match have a clean finish? Absolutely not. They have 10 minutes to go through this, so... Overrun Justin. Well, overruns on Dynamite are pretty much a given. But how much of an overrun do we get tonight? 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour? I'm surprised Jack Perry didn't get and Tony never danced again. Yeah, I'm gonna choke myself out with that. How many more pearls can he put on that necklace that old Matt has there? KJ, how the hell are you doing tonight? Great to see you tonight as we're getting to our main event here. We got the Elite taking on Private Party and 2 streams in 1 week. I know, like this could turn into a habit here. It's Rick Knox. He can't even see what he's doing at the best of times here. Come on now. Isaiah, you might want to get in the corner instead of just high-fiving fans for right now. Yeah, I got a weird feeling we're not going to get a winner here. I'm with you guys. A lot of the thoughts going on here. Just this is where you identify how you break up into two different into the different groups. But if you guys don't know, Kayla's in a heavy-duty school schedule right now. So anytime we get a chance to have KJ on here, it is truly a privilege. Zay saved his balance, though. That's the difference. When we saw Aminata and Camille, when they lost balance, they couldn't react to it, but Zay did. Ah! Oh, Perry just tried a little shove and Garcia's like, no, I'm going to rip you right apart. Let's go. How long is Matthew going to have those beads on? Like, I could see Moxley choking Matt out with this pearl necklace. Yes, John Silver had a pair of nunchucks. I just love how... it's the biggest comedy trope in the world. The fact that they're all there. And here's the other part about it. The door to get in, I got a feeling they're going to lock that door so nobody can get in. All right, we got our picture for this match. But yeah, just watching everything as it's going along here, it's a little bit crazy. I think Tony Khan has someone there inside. I don't think so yet. I think you're still in that mode right now where you establish the heels as nobody's going to beat him. You got to make it seem like there's all hope is lost. That there's nobody here to save him, and then somebody will come out. I think it's still too early. You got to build this up some more. Yes, Team AEW's been drawn out. Yes, the Bucks don't want anything to do with this. But it's still not that point where there's absolute despair about everything happening. There's still a feeling that Orange Cassidy could turn it around to get things back going. There is that ability that maybe a guy like Daniel Garcia could step up. Maybe a Darby Allin could show up. You need to have that point where everybody considers that there's going to be no way out of this. And then you bring somebody in to clean it up. And to me, that is when you bring in, whether it be Copeland, whether it be Joe, whether it be Copeland, whether it be Joe, whether it be Omega. Odds are it will be Omega, but because remember the original feud to AEW was Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega. Any big happenings tonight? Let's see here. Adam Cole and Roddy Strong have to fight it out to who gets the first to 3 wins. And whoever gets the 3 wins gets to face MJF at Full Gear. Cole's first match is going to be next week against Buddy Matthews. We had Shelton Benjamin and Sammy Guevara have a great match. Chris Jericho is your new ROH World Champion, as it took Big Bill literally carrying Christian up the steps, or carrying Jericho up the steps to get the title to win it. So Jericho's now a 9-time champion. And then, you had Christian attacked by Taz. Well, Christian attacked Taz after Taz. Oh, yeah, against Taz, and Hook came out and Hook beat. I'm still not sure about that, though. Let me, Jay Quick, you got to be careful about that. Because Christian didn't necessarily attack Taz. Maybe it was Kip Sabian and Hook was just trying to get to him. Maybe it was Mama Wayne. I've heard of Stranger Things. Camille and Amanada had a match. I'm going to put no bounds about it. It was an ugly match. It was Big Show Kane type of just two ladies not clicking whatsoever. They got through it, but next week is going to be a real step-up point for Camille against Chris Statlander. Like, I don't know who to blame on that match, but there were some spots there that just, ugh. This one, that'll fly.
What was that?
Yeah, Camille absolutely was not happy about it. And the overlying theme for tonight has been the AEW locker room has been sitting in the parking lot waiting for the arrival of the Jon Moxley, the Death Riders. We formally got the announcement out Penelope Ford versus Jamie Hayter for 2 weeks from now. Which is going to be interesting. That night is going to be the night that AEW and NXT are against each other. Because NXT is moving into the ECW arena on the Wednesday night to counter... because NXT doesn't want to be on election night. All the election coverage is on the Tuesday, so NXT is moving to the ECW arena for one night only for that Wednesday. And we'll have to see what else comes up on the card, because I don't know if Tony Khan really worries about stacking these cards anymore. I just hope that NXT has... I don't wish bad luck on anybody, but after AEW ended up with like 300,000 when they moved off their regular day, I really do hope that NXT has the same problem. Just for the fact that the fans could just shut up and, like, fans watch wrestling on X night. And if it isn't on X night, they're not changing their schedule. That's all I want to see. All right, that was ugly. There you go. It's like Nicholas said, no, my bump card only has X amount this match, and I ain't taking that first one. Come give me a second one. All right, that sucked. Poison Rana. Zay is bleeding. That's something I didn't expect in this match. We did hit the top of the hour. Okay. Buckle ball with the double kicks. I love it. Did we already have this spot? Oh, never mind. Well, Garcia's back and pissed. I'd be a little careful right now going over the barricade right at that spot. Isaiah's got the work going on here. Oh, no. Go for the silly string. Private Party wins again. It was a little ugly, but they got it. There were a couple missed spots there, but that was a lot better than the women's match that we saw. That is all, probably. Okay, what's the offer? They've already had one of these. Gwen is not very happy about that. Oh, here comes the pickup. Told ya. Told ya. So who are they dragging out? No. Moxley was playing as a cameraman? Now they're going to Pillmanize his ankle again? Oh, God. All right. Orange is going to snap now. You knew something was going to happen. It's just weird. We haven't seen Chuck Taylor around in forever. And now that Chuck Taylor's there, like, of course, the doctor's going to come out and try to help, but that's going to be useless. So this is how they're going to get off the air. Okay. No, this is the birth of a new Orange Cassidy right here. All right, we're going off the air now, so at least, you know, I told you once again, we're gonna get, it's gonna get to the point where everybody's gonna completely snap over it, and nobody's gonna, like, literally, that's gonna be, there's gonna be a boiling point here, and it looks like that's what we're headed towards. With the fact that Orange Cassidy is going to snap and he's going to have to step up. That could be the end of him. That could be the start of him. Who knows at this point? And now on top of that, we got the overlaying storyline of, is Private Party going to separate next week and join... like, don't forget, last week, Isaiah got that card from Stokely, right? And Stokely's like, hey, remember me? And he said that Isaiah is a breakout star. So there's a lot of stories we can carry on from there. And next week, Fright Night. Halloween themed shows are always great for AEW. Whether they be in costume or whether they be serious. Guaranteed, Moxley shows up in some weird costume with a mask on to do his interference spot with that then. I almost guarantee you that's what's going to happen there at this point. But all in all tonight, I'd have to say we're still on that upward trajectory here. We took a few bumps in the road on a couple spots here and a couple... Like, I still can't get over that women's match being as rough as it was. Really shouldn't have been. I don't think it ever should have had a point to be that way. But it was. I guess we'll live with it. We got Jericho as the ROH World Champion again.
What the hell was that?
And, yeah, we got To me, it sets up perfectly for Briscoe to get into the C2 and do some damage. House of Black, we're getting Buddy Matthews and Adam Cole next week. We got the race to 3 between Roddy Strong and Adam Cole, so we're going to see a lot of them on our screens in the next few weeks, which is great. And then, yeah, we got Christian, and apparently we're getting Christian Hook. That whole storyline there, so we'll see how things tell out. Fletcher called it Osprey. That's right. So that's 2 weeks from now, right? That was during that promo. So yeah, that's the November 6th show. So for November 6th, we got Penelope versus Hayter. We got Fletcher and Osprey. We're going to be sitting good on that show regardless. So, we said next week. Oh, Fright Night's going to be filled to the packed. We got Swerve and Shelton next week. We got Camille and Statlander next week, which is going to be absolutely nuts. Once again, we got Cole and Matthews. Who knows what TK is going to be booked? We got Private Party and the Bucks again next week, apparently. So, there you go. There's your show booked for next week. I would say that's a pretty damn good lineup if you ask me. But yeah, it looks like we're on an upward trajectory and things are going to start going. I think things are going to start going up and up here. So as we get closer to Full Gear, which is still 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks away. So we can look forward to just, chill like a villain here and enjoying the slow burn as we're getting to it because TK doesn't have to rush cards anymore, which is very nice. And for the most part, turning out some great matches. I want to see what happens on Saturday now. Does Moxley and the gang show up on Saturday to influence something else over there? Because eventually, one of these times, somebody's going to snap and deal with this. It's just interesting to see who's going to do it and when. I want to see who Mox fights in Full Gear. Maybe he doesn't fight. Literally, maybe he... I think they're probably going to end up getting Cassidy and Mox in Full Gear. And then Mox is going to win that. And that's when you might bring in an Omega. Because the guy that you built up to give all the belief to win does not win. All hope is lost. That's when you bring in somebody like Omega. You have to absolutely kill the morale of anybody who thinks that anybody on that AEW roster is going to save you. And then that pop for Omega will be Omega-sized, without a doubt. But with that being said, I think that's going to wrap it up here for the AEW Dynamite Sidecast portion of the stream here tonight. For those on Twitch, hang on. We're going to go to a break and then get to WWE 2K24. For those watching on the old YouTubes, make sure you hit a thumbs up. Make sure you hit a subscribe. It's free, and we're trying to get to 800 here. And we're going to be back next on YouTube live this Saturday for AEW Collision. So make sure you guys stop by and join us and enjoy the all privileges of hanging out in our stream here with all the fun chats that we got going on here. So for those on YouTube, I'm going to bid you adieu, a good night, bang, and every other cliche that I could come up with. Great having you all here, and let's see you here on Saturday. Take care, everybody.